my God. Make sure you smash the like button. Boy, was I wrong. And the new Tyson Fury. He's the Gypsy King. Bro, he just stopped Wilder in, what was it, in 7? Ooh. Masterful performance. We're going to break it down. Damn, I got that wrong. I'll take that on the chin. I got that wrong. Tyson Fury did that. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Shout out to Tyson Fury for giving us this fight. We needed the rematch. I wanted to see what happened. I like, the undercard wasn't, all that, so I'm going to skip past that. Ring entrances I love. Tyson Fury, man, he impressed me. He's the Gypsy King. Thing I like about Tyson Fury in this fight, he just literally did what he said he was going to do. He did what he said. He said, bullies don't like to get bullied. I'm the Gypsy King. That was the game. Like, literally, Tyson Fury is a crazy son of a bitch. Because he literally did what he said he was going to do. He said he was coming in at 270. He said he came in at 273. He said he was going to back up the bully and bully the bully. That's what he did. It's a crazy game plan, but it worked. Congrats. I tip my hat up to him for the performance. I ain't got nothing to say. I mean, he shut me up, and I'm sure millions of other people. Where it went wrong for Deontay Wilder. I like Deontay Wilder's game plan at first because he was like jabbing and he was like going to the body and stuff, picking his spots. But he let Fury do what he said he was going to do and back him up, right? And Fury got into a rhythm and hit him slightly, kind of behind the head. And I think it was that shot that dropped Wilder maybe in the 3rd round. And it messed up his equilibrium. It's kind of like when Joshua fought Ruiz, because the rest of the fight, Wilder was kind of gone off of that. You know what I'm saying? And he looked real wilted. And there's a video of Wilder back in the amateurs, like somebody else stopped him in whatever the situation was. And his body language looked the same. So Fury, with his performance and the way he went about it, he broke him down. He smelled the blood. And Wilder never really recovered. Wilder never really recovered at all. So, masterful stuff by Tyson Fury. You pretty much give him all rounds. Maybe round 1 you give to Wilder. He did what he said he was going to do. I can't take, I give you guys the objective commentary. I didn't see this coming. I honestly thought that he would box. I didn't know if he was going to try to bully, but I thought he would box. Maybe he was just saying he was going to brawl and bring it to him. But Tyson Fury's crazy. So he did exactly what he said he was going to do. And I think Tyson Fury having that, like, crazy streak, that's really what got him to fight, because most people don't want to go into the kitchen with that power. You know what I mean? Most people don't want to go into the kitchen with that power and face it, but he did it. Like, normally this is just like kind of a rule of thumb. Hey, shooters, just get rid of all the unnecessary stuff. More often than not, you pick the boxers in rematch, but me, I picked Wilder because I thought Wilder had, he's an anomaly with the power, and I didn't know if Tyson Fury would be the same, but he never really got hit with nothing too crazy. He never got hit with anything too crazy, and I think that was from driving Wilder back. And then, like I said, after that equilibrium shot, Wilder, his body, he was like, he kind of looked like he was on a boat. He was swaying to and from. He got dropped a couple more times. How many? He got dropped twice. Wilder was surviving off of Heart, the Alabama Heart, and fumes. Heart and fumes. I don't know. I don't know if the added weight helped him here. Tyson Fury did what he was supposed to do with the added weight, because he was 273 pounds. Tyson Fury, in close quarters, he kept his hands busy. He had some nice body shots. He leaned on him. You know, just what the big man's supposed to be done. Like, what the big man's supposed to be doing. Shout out to SD. We got a $5 super chat. Congrats to Fury. I'm still bomb squad. I'm willing to bet AJ will fight Wilder now. Who knows? Who knows? Man, Fury did it. He did what he said he was going to do. I can't take that away from him. Yeah. Very good fight, though. Definitely was a good fight. Wilder, you know, he has to reevaluate. You know, after this fight, he might want to do what Fury did and, you know, reevaluate, recalibrate, go straight into the rematch if he wants. But the way it looked with Tyson Fury's game plan and backing him up, he's going to have to work on some stuff because that worked to perfection. And like I said, Tyson Fury fought smart because after he dropped Wilder, obviously his confidence increased. And then in close quarters, I think that's what really hurt Wilder because he was already hurt. And then in close quarters, Tyson Fury leaning on him, punching him, putting his weight on. There was even one point in the fight where they were in close quarters and Tyson Fury sent a nasty uppercut on the inside. Just what he said he was gonna do. Inside fight game. Shout out to the $20 super chat. Tyree Brown Jr. Shout out to Ego, but as a Wilder fan, I have to say Wilder looked out of it after that knockdown, but he was humble in defeat. I just jumped right on here, so I didn't even know what either guy said after. He said big props for both fighters and congrats to Tyson Fury on the win. Didn't see this coming. Yeah, they gotta run the trilogy. Wilder gotta try to make some adjustments because Tyson Fury executed, and then now he's gonna go into, you know, he feels he won the first fight, which we already talked about. But he definitely won that fight. So he's going to go into the fight feeling confident. Glad Fury won. Respect to Wilder. Yeah. Shout out to him. He did it. He did what he said he was going to do, what he set out to do. I thought Tyson Fury's additional weight could hurt him late in the fight, but he controlled the early pacing of the fight, so none of that stuff came into play. I think Wilder's energy was zapped after the knockdown. Shortly after that, his energy was zapped. And the new WBC champion, Tyson Fury, bro, he's going to go down in history as one of the weirdest, you know, like boxers because he'll fight the Otto Vailines or Safari, and then I guess he's, like he said, he really is motivated by doubters and stuff like that because he looked good here, bro. He looked better than he did to me here versus several of his fights. Safari, what's his name? Otto Vailin, you know, he looked better than all those fights. Very solid game plan, good strategy. That Kronk gym, it all worked out. It all panned out. Don't bully the bully. Like I said, and the crazy thing is, normally in rematches, I would go with the boxer, but I didn't think he would be able to take that power. But for that, I was wrong. Congrats to Fury. What did y'all think of it? People just putting craziness. Wilder should do an immediate rematch. Shit, fuck it, run it. But he got to correct some things because that wasn't his night. I think the equilibrium was messed off from that first shot for sure. Kevin Slim says, taking that L like a soldier. Bro, I'm new media. You already know what it is. It's new media. I created this. We ain't out here like, you know, people say whatever they want, poke fun. I don't care about that. If I'm wrong, I'm a man, so I'll be wrong. It's like that. It's straight up like that. I have an opinion. I said my opinion. I put it on wax, and I'm telling you I was wrong. If you can't accept that or, you know, whatever, to each his own. Tyson Fury, excellent game plan, excellent strategy. Wilder took an L. Nothing more, nothing less. It was a good fight, though, and a good event. The undercard, again, bro, the busted eardrum killed Wilder. Bro, his ear was bleeding. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Because I know that, you know, the people who's too pussy to actually leave comments before the fight when they're uncertain. You know they're going to be here. Oh, Tyson Fury did it, bro. There's nothing more, nothing less. Would you like to see Fury versus AJ? I mean, shit, why not? If we don't get a Wilder trilogy, I mean, they signed on for the trilogy. So, shit, Wilder might have to get it together and just go straight into the trilogy. Because to my knowledge, the trilogy is supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen like this year. So Wilder might have to try to get that get back. Bro, the thing with Wilder, you know, people are going to make fun just like when Joshua lost and stuff like that. That man showed heart because he was clearly he was out of his senses. He was out of his senses and he was still swinging. Like, bro, he didn't even look. He was taking straight shots. And, you know, the important thing about boxing here is when you're hurt, when you're tired, people normally revert back to what they know. And that's kind of what we've seen. Wilder is not, we already knew he's not the most fundamental person or whatever. Hold on, I got to get to his money. Let me get these super chats. They keep coming in quick. I told you the money still come in. Bro, whether I'm right or wrong, the money still come in. So I'm good with that. I had a good time with the fight week. Tyson Fury did it, bro. It was a good fight. Great fight. Great potential trilogy, but great 2 fights. Laser Light Show, $2 super chat. Oh, I already read you. Hold on. Bro, I'm a man. I'll eat my crow. I ain't see Tyson Fury doing all that. He did it. End of story. So you can do whatever you want. I'm agreeing with you. I didn't see him doing that. I'll tell you the same thing over and over. Myron Dinart, shout out to Fury, but it's still Bomb Squad. Man, I still rep Wilder, what he's doing. I still like what he's doing. He came out with that song, you know, Black History Month. Maybe he became too reliant on his power. That's where fundamentals come. Gordon Black, Gypsy King was beating him in the first 3 rounds. Nobody said that he wasn't. I mean, I think he had a knockdown in the first 3 rounds, so of course he was beating him. It was a great fight, great event. They got to run it back. Run it back for the trilogy. Belt's going back to the UK. UK, y'all got one. The UK got one. That's just what it is. Brilliant game plan. I didn't pick Fury because a couple different reasons. He's uncertain, but he's a conundrum. He showed up here. You don't know. Fury is probably the most unpredictable boxer, bro. Because you really don't know. I've seen him fight way lesser people and look, average at best. He showed up tonight, though. He put it all together on the given night. And I think, honestly, that's what makes Fury kind of dangerous, because some fights he look undisciplined, and in some fights he get it clicking. Him and Billy Joe Saunders kind of do the same thing. I seen Billy Joe Saunders fight Artur Akov and, lesser people, and then he looks superb versus David Lemieux. You know what I'm saying? So you got to prepare. Bro, he won by knockout, 7th round. What does Wilder have to do different in the 3rd fight? Congrats to Fury. Shout out to Ego for the coverage. Oh, yeah, most def. That ain't going to change. Wilder, he has to do the opposite of what he did tonight, in the sense of, they said don't bully the bully. Or Fury said, I'm going to bully the bully. You can't let the bully you. Keep jab, Bro, Wilder would have to throw more punches in general. You can't let Fury walk you down. That wasn't good, bro. That wasn't good. Listen to me. Tyson Fury is the #1 person in the division. I told you, this fight establishes the #1 heavyweight. I told you that. And I'm a man of my word. So Tyson Fury, he won, and he won without any controversy. He won square up, straight up. He's the #1 in the division. He beat Klitschko, did some other shit, had a draw with Wilder, and then now he has a draw and a victory that's clear cut. D. Munson. Them feints, man, Wilder has to figure out how to get around that. Yeah, like I said, Wilder, the other thing he has to work on, and he's 30-something, so it's going to be hard. Again, some people just have your number, and maybe it's that herky-jerky shit Fury be doing. But Fury came out well, because in the fight, he was doing all that, the movements and tweaks and stuff. That's hard because you bite on some of this stuff. And then Fury did all the right things at the right times. That's all I can say, bro. He did what the boxing is about this. You got to use whatever God-given attributes you have to strategically win. Period. So when he was in close, he did what you should do. Klitschko does it. He did it. He used his weight, snuck some shots in. He knew Wilder was tiring. He was shooting uppercuts, shooting body shots, doing a little bit of kind of dirty boxing. Bro, he called it. Tyson Fury's the Gypsy King. He made the Mystic Mac type prediction, and he called it, bro. He's the man. He did what he was supposed to do, and he did. Hey, shooters, get rid of him. You guys can hear my commentary. Somebody said ego. He said ego. Hey, bro, I don't even know what he said. This chat's moving too fast. Block him. Ain't nothing changed. Block him. Mr. King Palmer, feels so bad. It is what it is, bro. It's still bomb squad. Yeah, I mean, boxing, it is what it is. Take a loss. You take a L. He gonna have to get right. He gonna have to, talk to Lennox Lewis and see how he bounced back. Now he, joined the club. He, I feel bad because he was doing the historic amount of title defenses. Fury just had his number tonight. It is what it is. So Fury did the right things at the right moment. That's all I could tell you. In the inside, he had the better inside work. He knew Wilder was like wilting. You know what? I noticed this too, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but one thing I noticed is Wilder, maybe he had more jitters. Maybe the pressure of being a puncher, maybe he had more jitters because Fury looked pretty calm on the ring walk. I even tweeted that. Fury looked calm. He's in the, he's been here before, fought Klitschko in Germany. Klitschko did good ratings in Germany, so that was a big fight. That was a big fight for him in boxing, and he had been there at the high level, and he beat Klitschko, right? Fury looked pretty calm on the ring walk. I can't really tell with Wilder because he had a mask on, you know what I'm saying? But Fury didn't have no mask on, and he was like this, and he was, he looked pretty calm. He came out like Prince Nassim kind of with the king throne and all this stuff, and got in the ring, climbed over the ring like he normally does. He looked pretty calm. He looked like he worked up a sweat in the back. And Wilder, what I noticed with Wilder was right before they did the ref instructions, or maybe after, it was like Wilder kept squinting. I don't know if anybody else seen that. I don't know if anyone else seen that, but Wilder kept squinting, like he was like this, like he just woke up, or I don't know. I didn't like that part. I didn't know what it was. But see, y'all, there's a lot of people doing a lot of extra shit, bro. Wilder's still in the top 3. I still put him in the top. I put him number 2. Fury is number 1. I told you this would establish that. So Fury definitively won. I would put him number 2, and then I'll put Joshua 3. Bro, Joshua took a loss. Bro, there's see, that's what I'm saying. This is all a bunch of dumb shit. Joshua lost to a 5-week replacement with T-Rex arms. Wilder just lost to a guy who's almost 7 feet tall, who already had experience with him, and he was the better boxer. Tyson Fury's the better boxer. So Wilder's still number 2. Y'all can say whatever dumb shit y'all want. Wilder's still number 2. He ain't got no belt, but I still put him number 2. Unless some people, Joshua's number 2 because he has belts, but he got to get that run back. He got to complete the trilogy. Phenomenal Mexican, still riding with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Bro, Joshua literally just got his belts back 2 weeks ago, in December. But anyway, I noticed that with Wilder, when he first got in the ring, he kept squinting or something. Like, I don't know if it was jitters, nerves, if it was that mask he was wearing. I don't know, but I noticed that and I didn't like that. But that's one thing I paid attention to. Make sure you guys smash the like button. It's still new media. It's still the same show. It's still everything. Like I said, we don't hate. We congratulate Tyson Fury. Nah, why, bro? You guys are, see, you notice half of these names we never even see them half of the time. Fury did, bro. He set history. He set history. He did what he said he was going to do. He convincingly won. He had knockdowns. Wilder didn't have an answer for it. They got to do the rubber match. They got to complete the trilogy. Wilder can't box, and that's what Fury exploited. You know, Wilder. We knew Wilder is not more fundamental, but Wilder allowed Tyson Fury to dictate the terms, dictate the real estate, feint, and really do what he said he was going to do, which is bully him, bring the fight to him. See, you got to understand this, and this is why normally you would pick the boxer over the puncher in a lot of situations. Like I would pick Mayweather over Maidana, etc., Ward over Kovalev, because the boxer has the ability to make those micro adjustments and rely on their fundamentals. What I noticed with Wilder is he was surviving after he was badly hurt. His ear was bleeding. He was getting discouraged from getting knocked down, right? When you survive off power, which we know Wilder has, and you don't have as much like fundamentals and intangibles, then you have your fallback. You don't have that same safety net. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that same safety net. So you don't have like, oh, I'll just fall back on, like, okay, my hand's broken, so let me just fall back on my boxing fundamentals and jab to the stomach with my left. You know what I'm saying? You don't. So that's what Wilder would have to work on, because Wilder didn't have, once that was nullified and stripped away from him, then he didn't have as many fundamentals. I still think Wilder still has ring IQ, but his ring IQ couldn't compete with Tyson Fury's ring IQ tonight. You see what I'm saying? So it was a great fight. Like I said, I'll eat crow all day. I didn't see Fury doing it. I also thought, I know, and I told you this, I knew Fury could move well. Even I told you, I seen him on the pads at 300 plus pounds when he was like obese and he was moving well. So I knew he could be able to move at 270, but I thought that weight would not be a service to him, especially late in the fight. And I thought he could get knocked out early. You know, you have never heard me say that Tyson Fury can't box and this and that. Shout out to Ricardo. Joe Tessitore never shut the F up. Bro, I tune all that out. WJ Luckett, once Wilder's eardrum was busted early, he could never recover. It showed in his legs, still bomb squad. Bro, that's exactly what it was. I mean, it's actually eerily similar to the Joshua situation. Joshua got the temple shot, right? He got the temple shot, and he said he couldn't recover. It's kind of same thing happened to Wilder. And then the bad thing is, like I said, if you don't have the absolute fundamentals to lean back on, you got a 270, 300-pound man, whatever he rehydrated, boxing well, and you got that to deal with. Fury bullied him. He was manhandling him at points. And like I said, I don't think Wilder was recovered. I really think Wilder was surviving off of fumes and heart, bro. He has heart. He was just surviving off heart. He was like throwing. There wasn't much mustard behind it. He was just simply, he got that country heart, bro. So I give Wilder a lot of props for that, because some people would get knocked out. They'll just get knocked out, you know, and start tucking their tail. He even petitioned to the ref. He wanted to keep going. You know, I don't have a problem with the stoppage because Wilder's body language wasn't really looking great. But Wilder wanted to keep going. So he's a true fighter. You know, he just lost to a person with a great strategy, bigger than him, you know, with a higher skill set, which we already knew going into the fight. And, he put it all together. Yeah, because someone said the fight wasn't ugly until his ear got busted. Bro, that knocked him out of his senses. He never recovered off of that. That's why I still want to see a trilogy. The man's ear was bleeding. That's not really normal, bro. So I don't think he was, Tyson Fury landed the meaningful shot. So it never escalated to the cut reopening or Wilder landing hard shot, because his energy was deflated shortly after that. And then Fury seen that and started depleting more and zapping more and more energy. Congrats to Fury. Kevin Slims, I told you, whether I'm right or wrong, people, you guys have a field day. That shit don't bother me. But just know this, whether I get a fight prediction right, if I get it wrong, the money still come in. It's still new media, bro. I'm still gonna get paid. So congratulations to Tyson Fury. Boxing ego was wrong. I thought he was going to get knocked out like plenty of other people. Tyson Fury boxed his ass off. The weight didn't affect him. He came with a good game plan, and I was wrong. It's that simple, folks. They love when I'm wrong. Okay, you got me. Tyson Fury did that, bro. He's the number one heavyweight in the division with his crazy ass. I ain't no hater. I give it to him. He had a great game plan. Masterclass. That first one wasn't a masterclass. That you could put that up there because he did what he wanted and then like finished him off, bro. That was a masterclass. That first shit, I don't care what nobody said. That wasn't a masterclass to me. And the first fight didn't look like that. But he learned from it. He came with a different strategy. Hacked Ben Davison, cut the fat. He got it right here. It's that simple. But like I said, y'all think I'm gonna be a different person, start crying, all that, bro. The money still coming in. Shout out to Tyson Fury. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. We needed this. We needed clarification. Tyson Fury was the better man. It's funny because the old media, they want, because I had a prediction wrong, they want me to be like in a sunken place or some shit. Bro, this is boxing. People lose. So good luck with that. I'm not mad, bro. He won. If it was some I can deal as a man, as a true man who don't tuck his tail, 10 toes down, easy work. I'm money ego. I'm TB ego. When it ends where there's no controversy, there was no ref play or Adelaide Burt, bro, I could take whatever happens. My favorite fighters of all time, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, Prince Tyson, they all lost. I can accept that. I can't accept when it's some bullshit or fights get stalled out. Tyson Fury did his damn thing. Let me get to this money. Shout out to Kevin Slims. Y'all got to hit that like button, though. I'm going to get to this money. Imagine the numbers a third. Well, of course, it's going to do good because he just got stopped. So you have a draw that was controversial, and you have Wilder got a busted eardrum and was getting manhandled, and he got stopped. So the third one's out here, bro. Because I think this would do, especially, I don't know how many people are encouraged to buy it halfway through. But if you've seen the type of fight it was on Twitter, then you might just run out and order it. I don't know. So I can't wait for the numbers to come back. But this is good for boxing, mixed it up. Wilder, he came up short. His title reign ended tonight, and the new. Shout out to Kevin Slims. Imagine the numbers a third fight gonna do. Bro, this is crazy. You don't want to see a rematch? Bro, they gotta run it back. Why wouldn't they do a rematch? Shout out to Jesse Ping. $28 super chat. I told you, whether I'm right or wrong, the money just gonna come in. What's up, Ego? That was one of the greatest fights in recent memory. Yes, and it was a fight that lived up to what the first fight was great. The second fight was great. It's great for boxing. People who doesn't like upset, who don't like action, who don't like stoppages, who doesn't like when the money keep coming in, bro. See, this is why they mad. They think new media has it out to lie like old media. I don't lie like old media. I say what I feel. I give you my thoughts. If I'm right, I'm right. But if I'm wrong, which does happen, I am human. I can face the music. I can always sleep well because I know I'm being truthful. Wilder lost. That's it. He said Wilder should come in that third fight considering Fury clearly bullied him with the extra 40 pounds. Oh, what weight? Probably mid 200s. He carried a little bit of extra weight. I don't know. It don't look like it. It wasn't enough. So maybe try to get lighter like he was before. I don't know. They gotta go back to the drawing board and change a couple things. Shout out to Victor from Mexico, a $50 super chat. 50. Let's get it. Sup, Ego. Beautiful performance by Fury. Good stoppage. Wilder was done. His ear was all busted up, and that ish messes real bad with your equilibrium. Yeah, it was clear, bro. But I seen it coming a couple rounds before. It was looking like it was on the track to end like that. Shout out to Josue Davia. Great fight by Fury. $10 super chat. Still bomb squad to this day. I'm upset the U.S. casual fan didn't back Wilder more. You already know how that goes. Would have been great momentum if he won headed into a Joshua fight. Boxing, Theater of the Unknown. Rodney Potter, $10 super chat. Appreciate you. Fury did his thing, but Wilder has some serious adjustments he needs to make before he jumps back in there with Fury. Still rocking with the Bomb Squad. Keep up the good work. Yeah, most def. It was a dominant performance. That was the masterclass that Tyson Fury didn't have in the first fight. See, like I said, I'll keep it a buck like a dollar store. That was, bro, he did his thing. He did what he said he was going to do. He had a mission, and he lined up he got his ducks in a row, and he executed. You know, I'm a fan of Tyson Fury. I mean, this is the second time he did this. The Klitschko fight, now this, bro. And he did what Anthony Joshua didn't do. Like, bro, how Anthony Joshua ain't nothing. He never ballooned up to 400 pounds. Anthony Joshua never, had a 3-year layoff and was active. And you went up here and let Tyson Fury fight Wilder twice, and Joshua turning down 50 million, 50% back in. So I'm happy for Fury, bro, because it's if you think about Fury's victory, this is boxing, bro. This man has had a roller coaster career. He had a roller coaster career. So I love a good underdog story. I always tell you that. I didn't think it was going to happen here, but I do love a good underdog story. It moves the needle forward for boxing. Wilder got to come back. He got to come back. I think he can come back. His power ain't going nowhere. He got to work on some of the other stuff. Other thing is Wilder could have gotten the money keep coming in. Wilder possibly felt himself a little bit too much. Shout out to Silver American. Ego, only you could break the fight down from all angles and still be objective. These man fans so ignorant. Bro, because that's beta male. I'm a true alpha male. As a true alpha male, you take some bumps, you take some bruises, you take some losses. I never said I was perfect. I thought Tyson Fury would lose. Tyson Fury proved me wrong. You can try to mock me. There ain't no more mocking me. There's no more acceptance than me accepting that Fury won. I told you he dominated. So what you people, shit channel, bro, they still paying me. They still paying me to talk boxing. I'm not mad, bro. I didn't lose money. I didn't go to Vegas. I didn't lose money, bro. This is a successful fight week. I thought the fight was well promoted. So shout out to Fox and ESPN. We making money. We have an underdog story and a changing of the guard. Fury goes on to rematch Wilder maybe. Maybe he fights AJ. I mean, this is boxing. This is boxing. Bro, I don't care about all the beta male stuff. Wilder's still, bro, like I said, he's still a threat. He just got to bounce back, see what's the next step. Again, he didn't have the fundamentals when it went south, and this is what Fury banked on exploiting. This is what he banked on. He said bullies don't like to get bullied, and in boxing, more often than not, that's true. But Wilder has like freakish power, and the bully allowed the other guy to bully him, and when it started to go downhill, especially after the equilibrium shot, he doesn't have the same intangibles and same skill set, which we already knew, to erase that. He was being depleted and zapped of his energy. Fair play to Tyson Fury. We knew, but the thing is, people are acting brand new. We knew that Tyson Fury had a better skill set. You ain't never heard me say, I said Tyson Fury is going to get knocked out. That's what I believed. You know what I'm saying? I never said Tyson Fury can't box. You ain't never heard me say that. We know Tyson Fury's the better boxer. Just like we knew Luis Ortiz was the better boxer. I actually thought Luis Ortiz was the bigger threat. But Tyson Fury did what he was supposed to do. He hit his marks. He came in heavier, and he did what he said. He's going to bully the bully. Luis Ortiz didn't do that. He didn't use his side. He would move, pick his shots, and pot shot, and then he got set up for the, blinded by the jab. Fury, see, and this is why Fury is a problem, because Fury is fucking crazy. He's crazy. You know what I mean? So that hint of craziness allows him to go into Hell's Kitchen and possibly get knocked out the fuck again, and he still did that. I didn't think Tyson Fury would have a disciplined, stay out of the bro. Tyson Fury is insane, bro, because he got knocked the fuck out by this dude, and he fought the fight that was high risk but also high reward, because he was able to bully the bully, and he manhandled Wilder. Nah, I wouldn't say outclassed, bro. Outclassed, I think of more boxing. He manhandled Wilder. It is what it is. Wilder is still, like I said, he's still a problem, because not everyone, if he keeps his mental boxing is like highly mental. If Wilder doesn't like lose it all, like mentally, then he's still a problem. If he lets this, this soul loss affect his mentality, and he's scared to, throw punches, or he don't have the same conviction, then it's going to be a hard road for him, because we know that his skill set doesn't match with some of the heavyweights, So that's what it is. It's all dependent on how you bounce back mentally. You see what I'm saying? It's just like Tyson Fury did kind of what Ward did with Kovalev. The high risk is having to get past Kovalev Crusher. At that time, he was the Crusher. Get rid of his power, getting past his power to fight on the inside. That's a risk. But boxers that know what they're doing, i.e. Andre Ward, i.e. Tyson Fury, they're willing to take that risk because they have to have a self-belief, or be a little bit crazy, or believe in their skill set that they can accomplish it, to the point where they'll go into Hell's Kitchen and deal with the potential fire. It's almost like a dog. I'm the king of analogies. Let me get to this money, and I got an analogy for y'all. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Tres, it says only complaint is when the ref decided to take a point away from. And I posted it on Twitter. Like I said, I'm a fair critic. I thought the Kenny Bayless point, that was just unnecessary. Seems fishy on the timing. Hashtag BOXINGEGO. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Hashtag USA. Yeah, that was just a weird thing to even do at that particular point, bro. Smash the like button. If y'all want to hear this point, could I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? If y'all want to hear this point, we gonna talk about it. Yeah, Ego Valley, bro. Wilder, we knew he wasn't the premier boxer versus Fury's skills. I do think Wilder has a skill set, more so than people give him credit for. But when Fury started having his way, and Wilder's not used to being on the canvas. He's used to putting people on the canvas. You see what I'm saying? So psychologically, that could be damning for you, because you're getting knocked down and your ear's bleeding, and you have to pick yourself off the ground, and you don't have the superior skill set against the guy. You don't have the weight advantage, and maybe you don't even have as much steam on your shots because he's leaned on you. He's landed successful, accurate shots. He's, ultimately had his way with you in the fight. So it becomes an uphill battle. And I think Wilder was trying to get through it, but his body, bro. He couldn't get nothing off. He couldn't get nothing off. It happens. Tyson Fury, he manhandled him after his ear was bleeding and shit. But this is the risk that a boxer, like I said, Ward versus Kovalev, or Tyson Fury and Wilder, this is what they take. It's like, have you ever seen a dog that you're walking up and the dog's like, and they look like sadistic? The dog looks like Cujo. This is a boxing analogy for you guys. The dog looks like ferocious. It could be a little dog. You know what I'm saying? And the dog, and it looks like it's about to bite you. And it looks like it's about to bite you. And the closer you get, like a little chihuahua or something, you're like, oh shit, this motherfucker crazy, right? And then when you say, man, stop that, and then you just come into that space and start petting the dog, right? You start petting the dog, And then it don't, all of a sudden it don't look all rabid and shit. It's like a defense mechanism, and that's kind of what it is for bullies in boxing sometimes. You know, that it's that dog like, and if you could get past that, because that alone makes some people not want to pet that dog. You see what I'm saying? It's an animal. It's an animal. Like the dog don't know you like that. He gonna bark and he's snarling and spit coming out of his mouth. It sound like fucking DMX. You know, stay out the dog, because if I get you when the sun is down, run you know. But if you can get past that, then with you a little chihuahua, you know, I'm 200 plus pounds. What you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? And Tyson Fury went into that wheelhouse, got past the snarling and the barking and in the power, you know, in this analogy. And he was the superior skill set guy. So once he got past that, then he started breaking Wilder down. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be confident, crazy, whatever you want to say, to get past that initial gate. Like Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matisse. Talk about Danny, champ of the world. Right? Stop making excuses. What excuse did I make? Block him. It's still the same programming. What excuse did I make, bro? It's so funny because they're used to people like old media not taking their lumps, not taking their L's, and they're used to it. So they're saying, hey, stop making excuses. Y'all listening to what I said. What excuse did I make? Block them. Bro, they're so used to people being poor sports that when a person is giving you an objective, analytical, despite me being wrong, they're like, stop making excuse. Bro, what excuse did I make? Block Sharon, block all these ugly motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, so once you get past that kind of initial phase or that point of entry, then you can rely on your skill set. And if your skill set is higher, then you've done it. Look, think about Danny Garcia. Talk about Danny. Danny fought Matisse at his most dangerous. Matisse used to knock out a Lusigan, a Jose. He was knocking out Humberto Soto, who had never, I don't think, been knocked out at that point. And Matisse would just knocked out Peterson, right? Matisse was thought to destroy Danny. He was like this power. They called him the machine. You see what I'm saying? They called him the machine. But Danny Garcia, being a fighter and a tough Philly fighter, he didn't look at him as a machine. You see what I'm saying? So he fought his regular fight. And then when it's the same fight like the Wilder fight or the Wilder rematch. If you look at the Danny Garcia fight, Danny just fought his fight. Danny knows and he's confident in his skill set and his time and his power. And Matisse's eye got all watery because he started getting knocked down. He started getting discouraged, bro, because you're taking something away from the person who normally is the one inflicting the damage. That's why they say bullies don't like to get bullied. And this is an age-old thing in boxing that I knew, but I thought Wilder would be able to get past that. Simple as. Shout out to Trace. Should Wilder take a tune-up fight or go straight for the rematch? If he can help it, he should probably try to take a tune-up fight based on how that fight looked. But contractually, he might have to do, or miss his opportunity, So if he's going to miss his opportunity, you got to go for it, just like Joshua did with Ruiz. But based on the performance and what he needs to learn from that, he should probably take another one. But, I mean, like I said, if it's a rematch clause and they already signed up for 3 this year, then he got to do that. And he got to fight a different style. So, actually, the thing that's interesting is this. Tyson Fury, bro, so his mandatory is like Dillian White now. So that's kind of interesting. Y'all think Dillian White beat Tyson Fury? He said nephew Stewart made his uncle proud. Yeah, most def. And, actually, I will give him credit too. Javen Hill Stewart and Andy Lee, they were telling Fury what he needed to hear. I will say this, with Wilder, they weren't used to being in that predicament. It kind of reminds, see, I know my boxing, so it kind of reminded me of Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. You know, it's that same type of feeling. Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson, they hurt Buster Douglas, but he was game and he got back up. It was a long count. But Mike Tyson, when he started getting like touched, his corner didn't really give him the kind of the advice needed. They didn't even have in-swell and stuff like that. And I kind of felt that with Wilder. They weren't used to seeing Wilder in that bad shape, ear bleeding. So I didn't really hear, I got to watch it again, but I didn't really hear anything super impactful that would calm Wilder down and get him where he needed to do. Wilder was looking like he was in bad shape, bro. I think that equilibrium shot just, bro, because he already has a wide stance, and like I said, he's not the supreme boxer when pitted against Fury's skills. You know? So, hell of a job by Fury. You know, he continues to be one of boxing's biggest anomalies where he play around and stuff. And Wilder may have gotten overconfident. Now it's all out the window. Or, you know, the fight's over. He may have gotten overconfident because he was saying that he has pillows as fists. That could have been a mistake too. If he thought he was just going to run through Fury, or, you know, because Fury, you know, Fury didn't really hurt him in the first fight, and he was saying he has pillows as fists, because now you got to rethink that statement because he got knocked down 2 times or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Man, congrats and new. Tyson Fury did that. So, you know, it's just like when Joshua lost. It changes the dynamic. It changes the course. You know, it changes the course of what we thought could be the case. You know what I mean? So, I'm curious. I want to see what happens next. Does Wilder, you know, do they go into immediate rematch off of that performance? Is it contracted that he has to? You know, what adjustments can he make? Does Wilder go take a tune-up? Tyson Fury fight Dillian White? Does Tyson Fury fight AJ? I don't know. It shook up the division. That's for sure. Make sure you smash the like button. Man, shout out to Wilder though for fighting with heart, because that's what he was. That was what was carrying him through the fight, because he looked like he was in bad shape and he was still trying to swing, still trying to. I have respect. I had the utmost respect. People can, you know, they're gonna play games and say immature stuff. Oh, your fight prediction wrong. Wilder's a true fighter, bro. At the end of the day, he's a true fighter because he was surviving off fumes. Fury was breaking him down. This is a bigger man, and the thing wasn't going his way, and he was still trying. Even when the referee stopped at Kenny Bayless, which, you know, is an acceptable stoppage for sure, he was like, "What? What's wrong?" Like he still wanted to keep chunking him. You know, so I'm not saying he should. It was a rightful stoppage, you know, because the body language wasn't looking good. And Fury did what he's supposed to do: use his height, use his superior boxing skill, and he didn't let up on Wilder. And that's why I'd say Fury being as crazy as he is, is of benefit to him, because Wilder's still dangerous because he's been able to put people's lights out with single shots. So even if he was looking bad, if he connected the right shot, then that was still a danger zone for Fury to just stay on top of him. You said the corner? Oh, the corner stopped it. Why didn't I see that? The corner stopped it? I didn't know that. Damn, Fury did his thing then. Hold on, I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't see that. Well, because you know the camera wasn't facing no corner or whatever. Breland through the towel? Oh, well, I already said that it was not a controversial stoppage. Bro, the UK got one. ESPN got one. Tyson Fury, the best fighter in the UK. I mean, is it? He's the #1 heavyweight. I can't wait to see what's next. Oh, it stopped it? Okay. Someone said Fury versus Jake Paul. Y'all tripping. Bro, we have 2,000 people. We need to be over 1,000 likes. And it's funny because, like I said, I'm a man at the end of the day. Whether I'm right or wrong, that's just who I am. Fury did his thing. That's it. Great game plan, him and Sugar Hill. You know, because Ben Davison might have had him fighting a defensive fight, but it was obviously the non-defensive. Well, he was still defensively responsible, but he was more aggressive. So maybe sacking Ben Davison and getting a new team, coming with some. Bro, I give props to Fury because Fury, he took the ultimate risk. Bro, I ain't picking Joshua or Dillian to beat Fury, bro. I can't do it, bro. At one point, I thought Joshua might be able to beat Fury. Bro, I don't see it. He's too loose in that. There's only, bro. And I know Joshua's not like Fury. I mean, Joshua doesn't fight like Wilder. But still, I gotta pick Fury. I'm picking Fury over all them fights. I tell you, Fury's crazy, bro. Wilder's ears bleeding and Fury started licking the blood up and shit. This motherfucker tripping, bro. Wilder's ear was bleeding and Fury said, bro, he did some Prince shit. Yeah, ooh. That motherfucker was like, what the fuck was that? Bro, that was some weird shit. That's some white people shit. What was that, bro? He was trying to lick the blood out the man's ear. Like, nah. Y'all tripping. Fury was tripping for that. Like, he did it in the first fight, but motherfuckers' ears wasn't bleeding. Like, bro, what if somebody had, like, HIV or something? Motherfucker, he said, like, you want to taste it, bro. That's what makes Fury, bro. He's unpredictable. Because he tried to lick this motherfucker busted earlobes and crazy. Boxing is such a crazy sport. That motherfucker tried to lick the blood coming out of his busted eardrum. Bro, it's that shot behind the head. It threw Wilder off. It threw him off. And Wilder already has a wide stance. It just wasn't his night, bro. It wasn't his night. There's no more, no less. Wilder showed massive heart. Fury outskilled him, outwilled him. He did what he was supposed to do, or what he said he was going to do. You're a very good boxing commentary, bro. I understand exactly what you're saying. According to the commentators ringside, Wilder's corner was about to throw in the towel before the ref stopped him. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see. The camera angle didn't show no corner stoppage. I thought Kenny Bayless stopped it. Fury's the man, bro. Shout out to Sterling Patterson. I gotta hold this L with my champ, but I still gotta give Fury his credit. #upset. Bro, fucking Fury is like Patrick Mahomes at this point. This is what happened with my Niners, bro. They keep doing these weird ass comebacks. Fury's like the KC Chiefs. I'm telling you. He like the KC Chiefs. Like, you think they're down and out and like he gained all this weight and then he pull a performance out of like that. Shout out to John Fury. John Fury said the same thing, bro. He said my son will stop him. And the Fury, hey, shout out to the Furies. Like I said, I'm a man of my word. Shout out to the Furies. They called it. They executed. End of story. But yeah, Wilder need to rest up, watch tape, see what he could do. See what he can do. But the fight was actually competitive up until he got that. When he got knocked down, bullies don't like to get bullied. I'm telling you. See, cause it's like War Kovalev. It's like all them fights like that. You usually favor the boxer in the rematch. Kovalev did not like somebody like Wilder likes to fight more at his own pace. Wilder has the type of shotgun power where most people ain't going. They're not Fury. They're not gonna go into the danger zone like Top Gun to try to come out with the victory because they know he's switching lights off. Tyson Fury is crazy enough to do it. Fury must really believe in his skill and his frame and stuff, and he only got more confident seeing the blood, seeing Wilder go down. Those are confidence boosters. Those are confidence boosters. But it takes a special fighter to to go through what you potentially have to go through to get that out. I'm very impressed by Tyson Fury. You know, all jokes aside, and the licking of the ears and blood, very impressed with Tyson Fury. This is better than the Klitschko. The Klitschko shit was boring, bro. So Fury keeps showing you different varieties and kinks to his game. This is much better. It was a funner fight. It was more action. It stays in line with the first fight. The Klitschko fight was kind of, you know, I respected the win just because no one else could even do that. Bro, everybody picking Fury. They were right. You know, there's no like I said, me as a boxing fan, I can eat this because, you know, there's no one that's always right with the prediction. I can eat it because there's no ref intervention. There was no like scorecard that caused this. There was no like cut stoppage, or, you know, it's just something weird. Bro, as a boxing fan, as a true boxing fan, I would always rather see a clear-cut, decided victor in any fight. You know what I'm saying? That's any fight. Crawford, Spence, bro. People win, people lose. I've seen my favorite fighters lose. You know, to me, I'm happy that the event lived up to the hype. Dope ring walks. I had a fun fight week, and we had a decided victory. Fury, there's nothing anybody could say to take that win from him. He earned it. He worked for it. He fought the riskier fight that people like me didn't think he would be able to execute, and he executed. So for me, I'm happy. I'm at peace. See, some of you guys, especially you beta males, you got to learn to be at peace. I could be at peace when all is right in the world, when it's, you know, things on the up and up. Fury won on the up and up. This was no Canelo Triple G fight with crazy ass scorecards and, you know, a judge did this or weird ass stop it. Bro, this was an actual, you know, butt whooping and a well executed game plan. So count me in, because this is what's right for boxing, because we had a decided victory. We had a much needed victory, or like clarification, I guess you could say. So if it happens like that, I don't have no problem. At the time, you know, motherfuckers failing drug tests and people, weird judges, scorecard, that's the stuff I don't like. Open scoring, all that dumb shit. Fury broke him down, and he won decidedly. There's no, I don't have to look and say, oh, what rounds can you give Fury? He did what he said he was going to do. He said, I'm 270. He said, I'm going to be on your ass and I'm going to bully him. He did those things. You'll never see me hate whether I'm right or wrong when a person, because I'll be a pussy if I can't give a man credit. That's not me. That's not who I am, bro. See, people get this new media shit misconstrued. I'm the realest out. I promise you that. I'm the realest one. What would I look like if I said a bunch of stuff, which was my personal opinion, and I stood by it? You know, I thought and a motherfucker proves my thoughts to be wrong. I'll be an idiot to just be like, half of y'all, well, I'm not giving them credit. I don't do that. If somebody went, when Ruiz lost, he lost. When Rigondeaux lost to Lomachenko, he lost. When Fury just beat Wilder, I was wrong. When I said Danny Garcia win the decision over Keith Thurman win, bro, that's just who I am. So y'all got to check your track record. People be like, oh, yo, ego's about to cry. I ain't about to do shit because I'm at peace. Y'all got to find peace in this world. I ain't finna cry. What am I going to cry? Because I got a prediction wrong? Because I like Wilder's style? I like Fury too. You know? We had a decided victory. We had a great event, great promotion. You know, it went different than some people, including myself, thought it would go. But like I said, I'm at peace because everything is right. Fury won. There was no, you know, there was no controversy. I can sleep well when there ain't no controversy. I can't sleep well when it's like some bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I'm gonna cry when I count up all these super chats that I got this week. Shit, I bet you cry before I do. How much money y'all think I made in super chat, bro? I bet you'll cry working your your meaningless job. You'll cry before I do. I bet you that. Bro, they think, oh, what do you have to say for yourself? What do I have to say for myself? Congratulations, Tyson Fury. There's only one Tyson Fury. Bro, he proved me wrong. Shout out to Wilder for showing heart. I don't know what else y'all want to say. Shout out to David Turner. Wilder couldn't balance after that ear blowout. Again, Fury said he's gonna bully the bully. Bullies aren't used to being the one necessarily that has to fight from behind. You know what I'm saying? Like normally they cut a person with their punches and their face is bleeding and shit. So the person has to muster, like Chris Algieri, Ruslan Provodnikov. You know what I'm saying? Like Ruslan's used to hurting people. Their eyes swelling up looking like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. They're used to that. But then when the shit happened to you, it don't, you know, some people don't take it the same way. Like when Matisse eyes start getting all messed up. And that's kind of what happened. Fury got incited and excited when he started having success with Wilder. When he got a knockdown, his confidence went like that because he already felt he was more skilled, and then he had Wilder like on unsteady legs and shit. So he's like, okay, and it just started going, you know, bad for Wilder. It's boxing. That's literally what happened. Full of vision. I'm sure AJ and Eddie Hearn are enjoying Wilder's loss right now, but I still want to see them fight. I do too. Yeah, Fury did this, not Eddie Hearn and AJ. Fury was at least had the nuts to stand up when a lot of people didn't. So, you know, I give it. Why are people saying they don't want to see a trilogy? That's weak though. So you don't want to so the champion give Fury an opportunity, score a draw, then he loses, not, you know, in a bad way or whatever, and now they don't get a trilogy. Man, come on. Fury had a pair of nuts, a pair of stones, and he said he was going to beat Wilder, and he did it. So I give him respect as a man just because he did the stuff he said he was going to do. Joshua didn't fight him, so, you know, that's a whole different conversation. You know, people like, oh, aha, new media. Bro, Joshua didn't do this. Eddie Hearn didn't do this. So there ain't no aha to it. I never said nothing about Fury. You know, I never said nothing negative like that. I never said Fury can't box. I never said Fury turned down $50 million. You know, so people got to come correct when you're on my channel. Digital Mob. I never said nothing about Fury. Fury was man enough to fight Wilder after two, like, light touch tune-ups, score a draw, get up from a knockout, you know, and then come bring the fight to Wilder. So, shout out to Fury. But, you know, we can never place, we have to place the if anything, place the crown on Fury for what he did. You said Fury had pillow punches. I didn't say he had. That's what Wilder said. I didn't say he had pillow punch. I said, who is he knocked out in the second round? Block him for lying on my name. I never said Fury had pillow fist. I said he's not known for power, so I don't see him being the aggressor and getting a second round knockout. He didn't get a second round knockout, but he stayed true to his word in the fact that he was going to bring it to Wilder. So again, I give him credit for that. Next question. Block him. Fury had his way. He was ragdolling Wilder in spots. Wilder was totally not prepared for that, to come from behind, you know, and because like I noticed even when Wilder was how you say it, there was like a couple points where like Wilder slipped. Wilder slipped and stuff, and he was like, it was a lot of effort to get back up. Okay, DBZ said ego's wrong and still can't admit it. Did I admit I was wrong? Yes or no? Did I admit that I was wrong with my prediction? Yes or no? We're going to see if you stay in the chat. He said ego didn't admit that he was wrong. Have I admitted that in this video? Bro, that stuff that bounced right off me. You know that. All right, block him. Bro, that's what I'm saying. You guys are so used to beta male channels and stuff that when they do get it wrong, they build up a bunch of like walls and excuses. I'm not doing that. I said Fury ragdoll Wilder. Oh, you won't admit you were wrong. Okay, shooters, block him. It's just like that. Make sure you guys smash the like button. When they hate, donate. My channel runs the same. When they hate, donate. Come on, bro. I haven't seen a hater in here give congrats to Fury yet, bro, because that's what losers do. Losers would rather, like, I guess try to address me rather than celebrate the victory. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more important to tell me I got the fight wrong after I told you I got the fight prediction wrong than to celebrate. So that just shows you, where their heads at. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, Fury proved me wrong along with many others. Like I always say, put your money where your mouth is, because a lot of people they weren't really willing to bet what they said. They weren't really. See, that's what I'm saying. It takes a certain individual and a certain mindset to do what I do, put something on wax, and then look to people in the. I'm not making no excuse. I told you Fury won. I'm okay with to stop everything. It takes a real life, true ass man to say this stuff, because you see it when old media get their fight predictions wrong, they be way off. And they be like, oh, yeah, well, the gloves were loaded, and start making up shit. I'm not doing that. Fury had an excellent game plan and an excellent execution, and the money still coming in. Shout out to D. Munson. Bro, he literally, like, it's some Shaolin monk shit. It's some Shaolin monk. It's like the old Sifu and, the martial arts master. He said what he's going to do, and then he do it. So in this given occasion, Fury spoke it, speak it, believe it, receive it. He did that because he spoke these things, and he obviously had enough belief in himself that he could execute, and then it came true. It was a class performance from Fury. Very impressed. Any other questions? Any other question? Shout out to Jamie McCartney. The money keep coming in. I'm going to get something to eat. I'll probably do another stream. I don't know. But congrats to Tyson Fury. Shout out to Wilder. Bounced back. Showed massive heart. And he took a loss. Yeah, shout out to Sugar Hill. All this stuff they said they were working on, it worked. It came. But one thing, like I said, when Wilder walked out, he kept squinting and stuff. I didn't know what that was about. Tyson Fury was just like, he was walking around with his chest puffed out. He was ready. Maybe the moment came too big. Maybe Wilder underestimated. He's saying Fury's pillow fisted. You got to look at it. The skullduggery. In hindsight, seeing how the fight played out, Wilder, and it's easy to fall into this trap. Wilder believes so much in his power, right, that he overestimates his ability to always get the shot off. Fury knows that Wilder's powerful. You see what I'm saying? So Wilder, he knocked out everyone but Fury, basically. So Wilder has an insane belief that his power can pull him out. I mean, people have said this about Wilder fight. Oh, he was losing the fight. Oh, he was getting outboxed. And it just caught up with him here. But the thing is, Tyson Fury, like, this is why underdog stories sometimes come about, because Wilder has an insane belief in his power. And he's like, man, I'm not trying to win rounds. I ain't trying to, I'm trying to perk up and get some basic fundamentals, but my power can bail me out. And it was this opportunity where his power couldn't get him out of it. Because Tyson Fury's game plan, and he zapped the energy with the equilibrium, and the power couldn't bail him out. Like, I think he was like kind of fighting, like almost like he got the concussion. I think he was kind of separated from his senses, because look at how long. It's just like Joshua. I told you the same thing. It's just like Joshua versus Ruiz. Joshua, bro, he looked like he was out, like, he was up. It's very similar to Joshua Ruiz. He didn't have his full, like, senses. So in that given situation, what do you fall back on if you're not the superior skill fighter? Like, Floyd can get hurt by Shane Moses. Oh shit, I'm gonna walk him down, and then he can fall back on his fundamentals. You know, Wilder, as soon as that happened, you revert back to who you are, which is a massive puncher with an underrated ring IQ, but not as high of a ring IQ as Floyd, Tyson Fury, and stuff like that. And it couldn't get the job done. You know, you could, because you had been depleted of your energy, and then Fury sensed that, and that made it worse because Fury, if like, put it this way, there's a chance Wilder could have came to, pause, if Tyson Fury didn't fight how he fought. Tyson Fury used his size and was like staying on him. If he didn't do that, then you give him a chance to maybe recover. But Fury fought the smart fight, used his size, and in close quarters, he was leaning on him, raking him to the body. He launched some uppercuts. He was landing hooks. He was even like dirty boxing kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? He was hitting him behind the head. All that shit is taxing because you're already separated from your senses. You feel what I'm saying? You're already like, you don't have your wits about you. So him being the bigger man, having his way, it just put Wilder deeper in a hole where the power couldn't bail him out. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. He was getting zapped and depleted of his energy. You know, he fought a smart fight. But if Fury didn't stay on top of him, and that's a testament to Fury's ring IQ, if Fury didn't stay on top of him, or maybe even come in at the weight that he did, maybe that all that extra, you know, in close quarter stuff wouldn't have amounted on Wilder as much. But it did. Because he had a good game plan. And that's what boxing's about. You got to use your physical attributes, your brain, and you got to use it and make it work for you. So Wilder may have overestimated his ability to land the power. He knows he has destructive power. But then Tyson Fury got past that initial phase. Then that's where the skills showed up. Because Wilder was put in a position from behind where his energy was being siphoned, and he had to try to get it done with minimal energy, don't have your wits about you, with lesser fundamentals, and Fury staying on top of you. Brilliant stuff from Tyson Fury. That's just all you can say. He did the right thing, made the right moves at the right time. You know, it's kind of like when I was upset when my Niners lost the Super Bowl, but the KC Chiefs, they went for it on 4th and 1. Risk, because if you don't, you turn over the ball. But Andy Reid kept doing these weird ass plays, 4th and 1, and he came up after they went on the 4th and 1. They scored. So it was the right move at the right time. That's why I said Tyson Fury is kind of like the KC Chiefs. And the other thing is Wilder has an insane belief in his power. But what about his skill set when matched from behind against a guy who's superior skilled than you? You know what I'm saying? So once Fury was able to get past that initial thing and siphon some of the power, then that's why you see the fight play out like it did. You see what I'm saying? And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, that's just really what it was. That's really what it was. So he wasn't able to get into that. He never really got into a rhythm. Because the way Wilder was throwing shots when did the eardrum happen? 3rd round? Because his punches looked a lot like more damning in the first 2 rounds. And then when that eardrum shit happened, his punches looked like they didn't have the same on it. Like, I don't know. I got to hear, he might have went to the doctor, so I don't know what's happening post-fight and all that. Smash the like button. But, yeah, we got to get these likes up, people. Yeah, so the first 2 rounds, Wilder's punches look like regular. You know, they look like regular punches. But like the regular punches he throws. But when that happened, now you're forced to get it done a different way. You know what I mean? And that's the difference maker here. Wilder couldn't fall back on like, oh, I'll just go back to my amateur days of a boxer. And he was gassed. And, bro, he didn't have his senses. That's just what it is. Yeah, I definitely hope Wilder's ears are okay because it was bleeding. Hey, block these bots, though. Block these bots. And block anyone saying dumb shit. So, it was a class performance from Tyson Fury. block these bots. Like, you see the chat with me and all that, please block them. And then Wilder has a wide stance too, so that didn't do him any justice. You know, Fury, he had a good strategy. Someone said the extra weight worked against Wilder too. That could be it too. Sometimes maybe Wilder, because he looked super, quick in the other fights. Maybe Wilder bulking up. Maybe that wasn't what it was. Maybe that's what, trying to match Fury and not give up so much weight. Maybe that played a part too. Block your mouth hater. Block him. Block him. Yeah, man. It was a good fight, though. It was a good fight. Yeah, I seen that, too. Someone said the corner didn't really have... Yeah, I seen, like, Mark Breland. They were just kind of, like, allowing it to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not trying to put it on them because they didn't create what happened in the ring. But it just kind of was quiet. It was just like, oh, man. It was just like, I didn't really hear nothing too changing like that he needed to do. And it's kind of hard because Fury did what he said he was going to do. And then, like I said, Wilder may have banked so much on his ability to land power. See, the thing is this. Fury kind of has... Wilder has the type of power that Fury faced. So Fury knew Wilder's power was real. So it's not like so Wilder can go in there overconfident, but Fury's not going in there overconfident because he knows Wilder has power. So you can't overestimate your abilities and underestimate your opponent. Does that make sense to you guys? You can't say like, oh, I got this power. We know you have power, and Fury knows you have power. So he underestimated Fury's ability to walk him down, and he was saying he was pillow-fisted, stuff like that. So he might have came in a little bit, after seeing how it all played out, he might have came in a little bit, up here with it, like, oh, he can't, I knocked him unconscious. He's not going to be able to take my shots. But things you don't anticipate is picking up an injury, picking up, getting hit in a certain way, and then now you coming from behind. Now you getting knocked down in front of everyone. Wilder's used to dropping people in the crowd going crazy for him. He's not used to, that's why they say bullies don't like to get bullied. He's not used to him being the one that got dropped and got to get up in front of the crowd. See, Fury already went through the memes. You see what bro, it was a good fight. Fury already got knocked out and turned into a meme. You know what I'm saying? Knocked unconscious and shit. He's been a meme. So he's not underestimating Wilder's power. But Wilder hasn't been the meme. He hasn't been the butt of the joke. He's now all of a sudden, because Wilder looked discouraged when he had to get back up. You see what I'm saying? That's why they say bullies don't like to get bullied. That's why they say bullies don't like to get bullied, because it's like, how they say do unto others as you would want done unto you. Fury already got turned into a meme. He already got knocked down a couple times in his career. So that's already happened. He's already been through that. He's the one with the experience in that field more so than Wilder in recent memory. So when Wilder was having to come from behind, that's when it became more of an issue, because that's discouraging. You're used to putting people on the canvas, not getting up off of the canvas. Block them. Hey, shooter. We don't have any shooters in the building. I know they probably doing their best, but block them. Block. What's his name? Martin Banner. Block him. Thank you. Shout out to LJ. So it was a very good fight, very good event. Ego, what's good, big homie? Man, hell of a fight. Much surprised the way it all played out, at least to me. I didn't think Fury would be able to do that, but he fought. Fury took the big risk, and he got the big reward. Oh, Cinnamon Savage, you should have been had one. Hold on. We got a new moderator. But just shoot responsibly, please. Cinnamon Savage, we got a new moderator. That's what a boxing coach would tell you kind of to do. This guy has power, you got to nullify that. And a lot of ways you nullify that is to go into it. Stop being scared, go into the danger zone, so to speak. And that's what he did. Like, it's like, okay, Deontay Wilder, here's an analogy for you guys. Deontay Wilder's bomb squad. We know he can blow up. He's combustible at any time. But, you know, the people that defuse bombs, y'all got to, hold on. Y'all got to feel me on this. If y'all want this analogy, can I get a hell yeah? Come on, man. I'm about to drop this analogy. I'm gonna drop an analogy so y'all can feel it. I'll make all the boxing fans feel it. Come on, let's get the likes up. Come on, stop playing. We got all these people in the chat. Let's get the likes up. I'm about to hit y'all with an analogy. Let's get the likes up. Yeah, some people, they're not. That's why they say bullies don't like to get bullied, because a lot of times bullies don't like not getting their way. We've seen it. Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Lucas Matisse versus Danny, Ward Kovalev. All right, I got it. Let me get to this money. He said, shout out to the big homie Ego, Don Juan. Man, we still had a successful, very successful. Shout out to Tyson Fury. Shout out to Deontay Wilder for bringing us that, because there's other people in the division that didn't fight either. So we'll leave it at that. But shout out to them for giving us even something to talk about, because this was a much needed closure fight, or at least for the second one. We got to see what they do for the third. But here's the analogy I was saying. Wilder's bomb squad. He's a bomb. He's liable to blow up with his power at any given moment, right? So he's dangerous. A bomb would be dangerous. So peep this analogy. They have bomb diffusers, bomb disposal teams, right? The only way you're going to defuse a bomb is up close and personal. Like, I've never seen, like, you know, one of the movies or shows or whatever where the bomb defusal people, you know, you normally see is like, oh shit, there's a yellow wire, a green wire, and a red wire. They have to get the, you know, the needle nose pliers or whatever and decide which wire to cut. Right? The way to do that is to be up close and personal. That's what Tyson Fury did. He got up close and personal. He got next to the bomb, which is what some people, like the average person, they see a bomb, they're like, oh, I ain't touching that, and they'll try to get away, but not knowing if that bomb, if you could try to get away from the bomb, but if that bomb blow, you can get hit with shrapnel. But a bomb diffuser, a bomb disposal team has to get up close and personal, you know, and the bomb, you know, they have to get in the right in the kitchen. The bomb's going off, there's 2 minutes left, and you see it 159, 158, you got to cut the wires and you're sweating. You've seen movies like that, right? That's what Fury did. That's kind of like the saying, bullies don't like to get bullied. If you just run away from the bomb, then guess what? You could still get blown up from impact because you didn't get far enough out, you know, out the way of it, shrapnel, things like that. But a bomb disposal, like if you watch any of them movies, C4 and shit, man, I've been looking everywhere for some C4. You would have to get up close and personal. That's what Tyson Fury did. He made it an up close and personal, mugging, smothering, smoldering type of fight. And then Wilder had that busted eardrum, and then he put it on even thicker, up close and personal. You know, sometimes some people try to get Wilder from Rain. You know what I'm saying? And that's dangerous. Fury brought it to him, you know, brought it up to, you know, to a point where, and that's impressive because he did it as the taller man. Sometimes the taller man kind of tries to keep their distance. You see what I'm saying? Like they're like trying to keep you back. But Fury fought it. He felt this, and this is the risk factor. Wilder can knock you out at any given, you know, second. All I need is 1-2 seconds. Fury, as the taller man, felt Wilder's weakness would be on the inside, and he told you he was going to do it, and then he did it. You got to give Fury a ton of props for that, because he got past the danger zone and then got to his comfort zone. Oh my gosh, bars, I like that. Listen to what I just said. Smash the like button. I'm the realest doing this boxing shit. Okay. He got past the danger zone and he got into his comfort zone. He felt, I'm the better inside fighter. I'm the more skilled boxer. And you're not going to chump me on my power because I'm 270. So he got past that danger zone of Wilder and got in the comfort zone, and he was leaning on Wilder, punching him in his, and that's where he was able to have a lot of success. Ragdoll him, throw him. That's all stuff you're supposed to do. It's a fight. Like Mike Tyson said, it's a fight. So what? It's a fight. That's what you're supposed to do. Because Wilder was already clearly hurt. You're not supposed to have sympathy during the fight, You're supposed to ragdoll him, push him, lean on him, and he was doing these things. And it wasn't like nothing that was just so like punching someone in the dick or, he didn't do nothing crazy like that. That's what happened. He made it a smoldering. It's kind of like Berto versus Robert Guerrero. You see what I'm saying? Wilder couldn't keep Fury at bay. And when his ear is bleeding, his senses, and now he's he's depleted, and he's trying to figure everything out. Fury, had the better strategy and then like smothered him, It's like biscuit and gravy. He put the gravy on top. Like, okay, or have you ever killed an insect? You ever killed an insect? Like you spray a little bit of whatever. I don't want one of these rights groups. Oh, you kill insects. You should not. But we've killed insects, as a kid or something. You spray a little bit of Raid, right? And then the insect's like dying, but it's not all the way. And then you just spray more on top of them. That's kind of what Fury did. As soon as it got to the ear busted part, he gave him more of what he didn't like. And it kept spraying, the pesticide on top of him to expedite it. Very risky because Wilder has that type of cracks. Very risky, but it paid dividends in the end because, Wilder didn't have an answer for that aspect of it. This is interesting because I want to see where Wilder is mentally after that, because Fury, he hasn't lost in the ring, but he got to the pinnacle and then he fell all the way off with the drug stuff. He did it off the drug stuff, so he kind of had a rise to fame and then fell, and then now he's back on top again. You get what I'm saying? So this could be a testament to see how Deontay Wilder perseveres and deals with it, just like we had to watch Joshua when Joshua lost to Ruiz. Hey, Blue Blood, what's up? He said, damn, what did you think of the fight? Shout out to my man Blue Blood Sports TV. What did you think? Yeah, bro, Kronk Jim, they legendary. That was a good game plan. Blue Blood, what's up? What you think? Bro, Fury is the king of the division. For the time being, until otherwise proven, he's the number one. I told you, I'm a man of my word. I said the number one fighter of the division is determined with this fight. He said, my heart was rushing when I saw Wilder. See, this is why, everybody got to work on all-around skills because there's different ways. You can nullify everything, you know what I'm saying? Like if someone has speed, you can negate it. Timing, go to their body, slow them down, get them into the deep rounds where they tired and flatten out. Sugar Hill actually gave some really good advice. I heard him. He's like, man, he like basically he was saying he's like withering away, keep doing it. Block Richard. That's what's up. Block him, bro. Like I said, I still respect both fighters. That people can play the games and say, oh, I respect both. You guys can feel whatever you feel, but I'm still going to support Wilder. I'm still going to talk about him. He has a mountain to climb up again. We're going to see how that looks. Joshua could beat Fury. I don't know, bro. Fury, bro, when you count him out, he shines. When you don't think he's, gonna have trouble, he might have trouble. He's just that type of enigmatic type of fighter. Make sure you smash the like button. We got to get the likes up. Bro, they had a good game plan. It was a good strategy. Me, like I said, I picked against Fury because I didn't think he would be able to successfully execute that game plan for 36 minutes without staying out of trouble. But he did. It worked in his favor, and it happened how it happened. So Top Rank, this ESPN, this was a good investment. You know, they did a cross promotion, and they got the winning fighter. You know, Wilder has to go back and correct some things, you know, and decide what's up with the trilogy. You know, and it's crazy because boxing is about those micro adjustments. I've seen Wilder knock people out off the back foot, but the people were like Archer Spilka. He said, I'm in the room with Mark Breland talking now. Yeah, man, let me know. Let me know it's good. Spilka's shorter. I told you Tyson Fury is weird because he has this big ass frame. So you got to deal with this weight and herky jerky moving. So it becomes different than a 6'2", 6'2.5" Spilka. Fury's a beast. General Squirrels. Those behind the headshots were on purpose, Ego. You know, I'm not finna nitpick. It is what it is. Wilder had to, you know, he knew what Fury was gonna try to do. Fury said it, so you got to be prepared for it. Whatever, like even if the fight gets rough and tumble, you know, the ref didn't do nothing. You know, he didn't say nothing, so Fury did what he was supposed to do. You know, keep doing more of it. Yeah, Fury's number one. Until otherwise, I still put Wilder over Joshua because I don't think, unless Wilder is not the same fighter because of this, which we have to see, but Joshua didn't do this. You know, Fury did it. Joshua's not 6'9". The way Fury got up, rose from the dead. Did Joshua rise from the dead if he gets hit with that same shot? I don't know. Somebody said Fury is an ogre. Impressive stuff for the Gypsy King. Listen, I got to get something to eat. Great fight week. Congrats to Tyson Fury. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Keep your head up. Hell of a valiant effort. Fury just was the better man. He had a good game plan, good strategy. And like I said, I'm just happy that the fight week's over. Like I told you, as soon as it ends, I'm happy. You know, we had a great, successful fight week. I enjoyed myself. The undercard, like I said, it wasn't really much, but I kind of expect that on pay-per-views. People are buying for the main event. Hopefully, when the numbers come back, the numbers are good. Tyson Fury had an excellent game plan. He made the right decision at the right time. You know, people can't question. People are like, oh, he left Ben Davison. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. All of that has been rescinded, and he's been vindicated. You know, he's been vindicated. The decisions he made, the way he lived his life, he came out on top. So there's nothing else that could be said. He went into Hell's Kitchen, and he came out with the skillet. He's the WBC champion of the world. He is the number one heavyweight. You know, I'm actually interested to see what happens next. This is heavyweight boxing. I'm really interested because I want to, is Dillian White, he wanted to fight Wilder so bad. Is he going to fight Tyson Fury? Like, is he going to press for Tyson Fury? Because Tyson Fury looks superb. So if Wilder goes a different direction, like to take a tune-up, because he took a bad loss. That's a pretty big bad loss. So if he wants to regain, get some stuff back together, he's entitled to that because he got to see where everything went wrong. I don't know. That's his decision. Wilder's a man. He's from the country. He might want to just go straight back. But I want to see if Dillian White and AJ, they said they wanted the winner of this fight. All right, Tyson Fury won. He's the number one in the division. Are we going to get undisputed? Are we going to get a Wilder trilogy? So many questions. No, Dillian White, he said fight White for a tune-up. Dillian White is the mandatory for the winner. So I want to see all the, 4 posts a day calling out Tyson Fury. If Wilder, I don't know what he's going to decide to do, But I want to see if Dillian White, because that's a good fight, bro. Now we got domestic fights, or we can do the Wilder versus Fury. and Wilder's gonna have to switch up some stuff and have a different approach. Shout out to the UK, bro. Yeah, man, Tyson Fury, when you least expect it, he shows up. Shout out to him. Shit, like I said, when this stuff happens, it makes you recalibrate, reevaluate. Shit, Billy Joe Saunders, that's his boy. Maybe the Canelo fight, man. Maybe I have to look at it, because I just took 2 L's like Cool J. I said, yeah. In terms of major fights, you know, I said Ruiz would beat him. This motherfucker was eating empanadas and shit. And then I said Wilder wouldn't knock out Fury. So I got some predictions wrong. So shit, maybe I have to reassess Billy Joe Saunders Canelo if that shit comes on. Man, heavyweight's a different division, a different beast. Anyway, I'm gonna get something to eat. I might do another stream. Yeah, I'm still talking. Block them. We did good this week. Shout out to everybody for supporting the channel. Shout out to my shooters. Shout out to my admins. I got a lot of new stuff coming. I ain't ate in I don't know how long messing with this fight card. But congrats again to Tyson Fury. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Showed a massive heart, even though, you know, he was clearly hurt and he was rocked, his equilibrium and stuff. All of his senses were off. And, you know, he tried to stay in there as long as he could. So, great heavyweight fight. It lived up to it. Tyson Fury's the man in the heavyweight division. I'll be back with some more heat. Smash the like button one last time. I got a lot of new stuff on the channel. So, can Billy Joe Saunders beat Canelo? I don't know. Block Javier Flores. Now, we got time to block a couple more people. Cinnamon Savage, block him. That's your first assignment. Javier can go. I'll be back with some more heat. Yeah, man, boxing wild. Shout out to Icy. Hey, Icy, I didn't even know you was in the chat. Anyway, great heavyweight action. Fight lived up to it. Great promotion. I'll holla at y'all. Block Master Chef. See, every time I try to leave, this is what they... Block Master Chef. I just want to see another body. Master Chef, block him. Block him. Yeah, y'all ain't coming with that slick talk. I got to see his name erased. Erase him. Thank you. Peace out, Icy.